to change, then you do go back to basics. You go back to your fundamentals. And that holds true in sports. It holds true in professional life. It holds true in acting. If I'm puzzled by a part, I'll fall back on technique. So to be with Dexter is, as an actor, for me to be with Michael is it's a pinnacle achievement. It's a blast. For Harry to be a voice in Dexter's life is it's a cool dance that we get to do. I have to make sure that I am not being Harry. I have to make sure that I'm being Michael in Harry's voice, going through his checklist.
Dexter, not Michael. Dexter.
I mean, all right, Dexter. Michael is not Harry. Michael's not Dexter. Dexter is. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Everybody knows you, man. I didn't have to say that.
Like he said. So it's a cool thing to do to make sure that I'm being Harry's being the fundamental voice of Dexter's path, as it were. So whether I get to do more or less is I don't know, but it's cool being there.
And Manny, you and Chip are kind of the new kids on the block this season. What's it like? What are the challenges for you coming onto a show you're jumping on a moving freight train, basically? What are the challenges of jumping onto a show, and especially given how we all got rocked at the end of season 4, what does that pose to you as a particular challenge?
Well, it's a huge challenge. I mean, we actually jumped off a moving freight train, which was 24, and coming from that show to this, it's been real. It's been daunting. I mean, my first pitch for the season was kind of a Jack Bauer, Dexter Morgan matchup. It didn't quite go over so well, so we had to kind of retrench. But it's a different show, completely different show. One of the things getting used to is losing the real-time aspect. We can actually make time cuts. Characters can go places and just cut there. And but the other thing is the humor. This is in many ways a dark comedy, which 24 had none of, except for Chloe. And it's something, it's a challenge in starting any new show, especially with such a great ending to a last season and an incredible writing staff which was already in place. Knows the show better than we did.
John, what's the overall tone, if you can determine one, for this upcoming season? I felt like last season was sort of Dexter getting more and more in touch with his humanity. What does this season, what is the thrust of it for him? What's he exploring?
I think Dexter is exploring uncharted territory, emotionally, and he's never experienced any of the issues or problems that he's encountering in terms of seeing a single parent for the first time in his life now that Rita's gone, coping with the loss of his children's mother, everything that involves, as well as a whole new set of relationships with the wonderful cast that come out, including Julia Stiles, among others.
Is that an exceptionally exciting time for you, Michael, when you get a chance, when you know you're going to be going to, like John said, uncharted territory, and you're getting to explore new aspects of it?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, the television series, it's an open-ended commitment you make when you do a pilot episode to maybe do a season, or maybe 2, or maybe 4, and now we're in our 5th, and it is as sort of wide open feeling and new as it's ever been. It's an amazing gift, and it's a testament to our to this character and the possibilities that he presents, but it's a testament to our writing staff that they continue to find ways to thrust him into situations that require him to confront himself in new ways.
Well, I think we can take some questions from the audience now, if you've got some, maybe.